The last line. Repeat the last line.
Tadati surabhiradha
Ashrayo me. So let me have the Ashraya of Radha Kund. So much is the glory of Radha Kund. Even Rupa Goswami, in Nectar of Instructions, glorifies Radha Kund. He says, this is the topmost of all the places. There cannot be any place except Radha Kund, which is rarely attained even by the great devotees. That has been given. Krishnasyo chai pranaya vasati preyasibhyo piradha kundam chasya muniviribhatas tradugreva vidhai yat preshthir apyalam sulabham kim punar bhakti bhajam tat pramedam sakrudati saras natura vishkaroti. The important verse. The same way one verse before also, 10th and 11th verse. कर्मेभ्य परितो हरे प्रियतया व्यक्तिम्यरुज्ञानिनस् तेभ्यो ज्ञानि विमुक्त भक्ति परमा प्रेमैकनिष्ठास्तत तेभ्यस्ता पशुपाल पंकजदृशस्ताभ्योऽपि साराधिका श्रेष्ठा तददीयं तदीय सरसीतां नाश्रयेत् काकृतिः. Who would not like to go and stay near Radha Kund? Because Radha Kund is the topmost of everything. Again, 9th verse also. We are going from behind. Vaikuntha janitovara madhupuri tatrar piraso swad dandaranya mudara pani ramanat tatrarpi govardhana radha kundamihapi gokulapate prema mruta plavanat puryadasya virajato kirtate sevam vivekinakaha. So glorification of Radha Kund has been done by Rupa Goswami from 9th, 10th, 11th. Then to even glorify, one should, even to hear glorification, one should have qualification. And that qualification has been given in the 8th verse, which is essence of whole nectar of instruction, where it is said, Tannama Rupa Charitadi Sukirtananu Smrityo Klamena Rasana Manasinyocha Tishtan Braje Tadanuragi Jananugami Kalam Nayedakilam Kalam Nayedakilamiti Upadesha Saram. This is the Saram, this is the essence. And what is the essence? That one should utilize his 24 hours in chanting and remembering Krishna's divine form, transcendental form, qualities, eternal pastimes. And in this way engage his tongue and the mind. Then he is qualified to go and stay in Vraja, Goloka Vrindavan Dham, and serve Krishna under the guidance of devotees. One should follow in the footsteps of the Lord's beloved devotees who are deeply attached to devotional service. So this is how the whole prayers start. The prayers start with first Tannama Rupa Charitadi. Let me Tannama Rupa Charitadi Sukirtanami. Go to the 8th verse, then we'll go to the 9th, 10th, and the 11th verse. Go to the 8th verse. Tannama Rupa Charitadi Sukirtananu Smrityo Kramena means continuously, Kramena, gradually, one can elevate himself to the platform of entering Vrajabhumi. Essence of this whole advice was Saram. This is the Upadesha Saram. What is the Upadesha Saram? 24 hours a person should be engaged in the process of devotional service. Then he is qualified to enter Vrajabhumi. So just see, we enter Vrajabhumi, but we cannot reside in Vrajabhumi. Residence in Vrajabhumi can be done only under the guidance of devotees. Srila Prabhupada writes it very nicely, under the guidance of devotees. Because here it is said, Tishthan Braje Anuragi. Whoever has attachment to Vrajabhumi, under his guidance, one can stay in Vrindavan. Now, there are so many who call themselves as Vrajavasis. They stay there, they call themselves as Vrajavasis. But their mood may be something else. So we have to be very careful. Prabhupada is to warn Sahajiyas. There are many Sahajiyas They also do some ras, but we are not interested in that type of sahajas. We are interested in sincerely following the footsteps of our acharyas. There's a lot of difference between sahajas and acharyas. Just we have to serve under the guidance of. And then Rupa Goswami says in the next verse, more than Vaikuntha, Vaikuntha Janito, Vara Madhupuri, Tatrarpira Suswat. The rasa which is experienced in Vaikuntha, more than that, the rasa in Mathura is experienced more. Like because more than Vaikuntha rasa is Madhupuri rasa. Madhupuri rasa is Mathura rasa. Why? In the Mathura rasa, Krishna is born, Devaki, Vasudev. Krishna is born as a child to them. Krishna appears there as in a baby form. So that is why more than Vaikuntha rasa is the Mathura rasa, because Krishna, though appears as Narayana, but immediately on the request of Devaki, takes the form of a baby. Though Devaki, Vasudev, they know Krishna is God, but still they are allowed to become the parents of Krishna. So see what a bhagya Devaki and Vasudev have. Though Jnana Yukta Vatsalya Rasa, but they have the bhagya. So that is why Madhupuri is Shrestha. The rasa which is experienced in Madhupuri is more than the rasa which is experienced in Vaikuntha Dham. Vaikuntha is the office of Krishna, where Krishna has Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, all the devotees serving there, Lakshmi serving there. And more than Madhupuri is Vrindaranya Mudara Pani Ramana Tatrarpi Govardhana. So more than Madhupuri is Vrindaranyam. Aranyam. Vrindavan is one of the forests, among the 12 forests. One of the forests is Vrindavan. One, that is why it is Vrindavan. So Vrindavan rasa is more than even Madhuripuri rasa. Madhupuri rasa. Why? Because here Vishuddha Vatsalya Prema is experienced by the devotees. And then Vishuddha, other Vishuddha Sakhya, Vishuddha Vatsalya, Vishuddha Madhurya is experienced. And more than Vrindavan is Govardhan. Why? In Govardhan, Krishna tends the cows. Govardhan, Vardhan means to increase the pleasure. Go is the cows, Go means gopis, Go means gopas. So Govardhan is the place where Krishna plays. So he goes to tend the cows, he goes and plays along with his sakhas in Govardhan. That is why the rasa is experienced more in Govardhan. And then from Govardhan, in the place of Govardhan, there is a Radha Kund. This is very Guhya Sthali. Radha Kund is a Gupta Sthali. In that Gupta Sthali, sometimes Krishna leaves his friends and comes here. He comes to Radha Kund. He leaves his friends, comes to Radha Kund. Because more than even Govardhan, the place in Govardhan, that is Radha Kund, is the highest. Prema Mrita Plavanat. Prema Mrita Plavanat means it is overflooded. Everywhere there is a flood. But this is overflooded with Prema Amritaha. Prema Amritaha means the nectar of love, where Radharani always serves Krishna. Radharani is completely absorbed in the service of Krishna. Though the appearance of Radha Kund is also a wonderful Leela, where Radharani shows her mana by not accepting the water which Krishna bathes. She doesn't accept. She says, "You have killed Arishtasur." Arishtasur is a bull, and killing cows is a sin. Krishna says he's a asura. We should understand that also. He's an asura. But she's not accepting. She says, no, you have to take bath. Go and visit all the tirthastalis. Then Krishna says, why should I go and visit all the tirthastalis? In just a fraction of a second, I can call all the tirthas and they can come here and I will take bath. So in a fraction of a second, just Krishna desired all the tirthas accumulated at the lotus feet of Krishna. Mute your phones. And there, Mohini Mataji. Okay. So there Krishna takes bath. Once Krishna takes bath, then Krishna also teases Radharani. He says, you should also take bath. She said, why should I take bath? Why should I purify myself? Just because you spoke to me. Speaking to a sinner is also accumulation of one type of sin. You called me sinner, and you called me that I have done a sin, then you have spoken to me. That means you have also incurred sin. Now you also take bath. Now where there is kund there. So then Krishna says, you can take my water if you want. Then Radharani says, no way. In your water, you have deposited all your sins. So I am not interested in your water. She tells to all her sakhis, come on, let us stand in a line. And from Manasi Ganga, let us bring water. And she takes her bangles. And slowly, everybody also takes their bangle and they start digging all her sakhis. There are so many sakhis. They all stand in line. One removes the water from Mansi Ganga, then passes on. In this way, here with kankan means with the kangan, with the bangles, they start making kunda and Krishna is laughing. Krishna says, how much time will you take to do all these things? With your kangan, you are going to dig. Better take it from me, listen to me. Give up all this man and all, Nabi man and all. And Radharani says, no way, I am not going to listen. Then here Krishna knows how to pacify Radharani. He tells to all his tirthas. Tirthas have come, Ganga, Jamuna, Saraswati, Yamuna, Kaveri, everybody have come. Godavari. He tells to all the tirthas, go and praise Radharani. When you praise Radharani, beg her shelter. Her heart will melt and she will allow you to flow in her kunda. And in this way, all the tirthas, they assemble before Radharani, they glorify Radharani. Oh, Radharani, you are Madana Mohana Mohini. You can even attract those. You can attract Krishna, who attracts even Cupid. You are so beautiful, so wonderful. So in this way, everyone is praising. When they start praising, the heart of Radharani melts and she allows all the tirthas to enter in her water, in her kund. So that is how her kund is actually the love which is expressed by the tirthas to Srimati Radharani on the request of Krishna. So what is flowing in Radha Kund is the love of Krishna. And what is flowing in Krishna Kund is love of Radharani. Whoever takes bath in Radha Kund will achieve Krishna Prema. Whoever takes bath in Shyama Kund will achieve Radha Prema. And Krishna is so happy to see all the gopis taking bath in Radha Kund. Krishna also dives in Radha Kund. Krishna also takes bath along with them. So Radha Kund, Shyam Kund, they are the personification of the love of Radha and Krishna for each other. This is Bhauma Leela. But in the eternal Golokadham, how Radha Kund and Shyam Kund appeared, it so happened. Radha and Krishna, they are swinging. And at that time, Radharani thinks, if Krishna goes away, then what will happen to me? And the same thought comes to Krishna also. But first it comes to Radharani. Now Krishna is there sitting with me and I'm enjoying with him. But if he goes away after some time, then what will happen? Then she just started crying. Though both are sitting together, she is just crying profusely. Crying in separation from Krishna. Though Krishna is present, she is crying, and in this cry, she just runs. She becomes mad. That maddened love, she's expressing her maddened love for Krishna. Though Krishna is there, but she's thinking of that time or that moment when Krishna disappears and what will happen to her. And in this way, she just cries and runs inside the forest. And here Krishna sees Radharani crying and going, and he is completely absorbed now in Radharani's thought, and he is also crying. Both are crying. And suddenly what happened? Radharani, because she's crying so much in thought of Krishna, assumes the form of Krishna. Like when you go on thinking about someone, you look like that person. Even in material world also, husband, wife, if they are so much engrossed in thinking about each other, they look like each other. So now here, Radharani is looking like Krishna. She's crying. And it appears as if Krishna is crying. And there, Krishna is crying for Radharani. And he has taken the form of Radharani and he is also crying profusely. Gopis are now worrying where they both went. And when they come in the forest, interior of the forest, they see Krishna crying, Radharani crying. Actually, they have now interchanged each other's form. And in that cry, what happened is a big kund became. So much of tears flowed from their eyes. Where Radharani is crying in the mood of Krishna, there Radha Kund is formed. Where Krishna is crying in the mood of Radharani, there Shyama Kund is formed. That is why Radha Kund is personification of Krishna Prema. Because Radharani Kund is formed in the thought of Radha, in the separation of Krishna. That much thought, that much feel of separation is there. That is why Radha Kund is formed. Wherever Radha Kund is there, understand it's not an ordinary pond. There Krishna Prem is invoked. In the eternal world, Radha Kund appears because of her cry to Krishna. And Shyama Kund appears because of Krishna's cry to Radha Kund, to Radharani. So in this way, Radha Kund, Shyam Kund appears in the eternal world. Same Radha Kund, Shyam Kund appears in the Bhauma Leela because of the killing of the demon Arishtasura. Now all this happens after Dwapar Yuga, slowly. The Kund started vanishing. Where is the Kund? Nobody knows. So happened Caitanya Mahaprabhu, who is in the mood of Radharani Krishna himself. When he comes to Vrindavan, he comes to this place. He comes to this place. And there he sees some small kund. Not even kund, you cannot call it as a big kund. A small, you can say, patches of water. The people used to say, this is Gori Kund, this is Kari Kund, Gori Kund, like this they used to give name. And Caitanya Mahaprabhu, as soon as he saw these small patches of water, he could understand that this is not an ordinary water. This is Shyama Kund and Radha Kund. Immediately he called the villagers. He told them to start digging the place. And there, big Kund, Radha Kund and Shyam Kund were formed. But then again, Caitanya Mahaprabhu empowered Raghunath Das Goswami, who with the assistance of Jiva Goswami, they could purchase the whole land, and then the Jirnodhar, that means the construction of Radha Kund and Shyam Kund started. That means making steps, making banks where people can sit and chant. So all these facilities were given by Raghunath Das Goswami. Raghunath Das Goswami used to sit on the banks of Radha Kund and always be absorbed in the thoughts of Radha and Krishna. Janava Mata, wife of Nityananda Prabhu, she also comes there and chants the holy name of Krishna. There is Janava Baithak in Radha Kund. Devotees, when they visit Radha Kund, they take bath in Radha Kund, then in Shyam Kund, then in Radha Kund, and in this way, again in Shyam Kund, and pray that let us get the love of Radharani. So for devotees, more than Radha Kund is Shyam Kund, because Shyam Kund is cry in separation from Radharani. So our mood is we should also cry in separation of Radharani. Though Krishna cries in separation of Radharani, Radharani cries in separation of Krishna, but we have to serve Radharani because only by serving her we can attain Krishna Prema. So devotees after taking bath in Radhakund, Shamkund, they come and take darshan in Raghunath Das Goswami's Samadhi. Raghunath Das Goswami, after the disappearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he thought of killing his body from Govardhan. That is the time he is saved by Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, and Rupa Goswami says that why you are killing your body? Instead of that, let us help Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to do all the Jiranodhar of all the different Leela Sthalis, excavate the places and then make temples. So reside beside Radhakund and chant the holy name. That is how he started residing beside Radhakund. He did not have anything, he's just a simple Babaji. A great merchant, very rich merchant. He was going on the way to Badri to donate a lot of money for Badrikashram. On the way, Lord appears in his dreams and says, go to that Babaji who is sitting near Radhakund. Go and give him this money. Generally, people like to donate in big temples, but the place where it is really required. See, these all leelas we have to apply also. If I go and give something in big temple, already they have it. My small money has no sense there. It's not going to add up much value. But my small donation in a small temple becomes a big money. So that is how Badrikashram anyhow is overflooded with lot of donations. Lord appears in the dreams and says, go and give it to Raghunath Das Goswami. Raghunath Das Goswami was like wondering. Because one day before Lord says, do Jirnodhar. He says, from where I'll do Jirnodhar? I am a simple Babaji. I don't have any money. And next day, Lakshmi comes. And in this way, the whole Radhakund Shamkund is formed. The whole steps and all, everything is created, bank is created. And Januma Mata, so devotees visit Raghunath Das Goswami's Samadhi there. And they come and sit and chant near Januma Mata's Baitak. Januma Mata spent more time near Radhakund. So once it so happened, the municipal corporation over there, they started cleaning Radhakund. When they started cleaning up Radhakund, everything was removed. All the water was removed. Everything was removed. And to their surprise, what they saw, a milky water coming out from underground. So they were all surprised. Tirthas flow in Radhakund. Though for us, superficially, it is just a water. Sometimes we may say, oh, this water is, like many people are taking bath, so this water is not smelling, and all these things is our mundane consciousness. But when they excavated everything, they saw a white, nice, milky water coming from the underneath of Radhakund. Once the devotees were taken by Radhanath Swami to Radhakund, Shamkund. At that time, these devotees were to just jump like a swimming pool. Then Radhanath Swami said, this is not a swimming pool. We don't have enough qualification to enter even Radhakund. Only by the mercy of our spiritual master, we can enter Radhakund. The permission is given by our spiritual master. So to enter Radhakund, to enter Shamkund, one requires the mercy of Guru Gauranga. So in this way, today is a wonderful day, Bahulashtami. Everyone's consciousness should be that when the day will come, I will reside beside Radhakund. So for that, what I should do? I should chant very nicely. So here, another verse is, Karmibhya parito hari priyatya viktim yayur jnaniyas tebhyo jnana vimukta bhakti paramaha premai kanishthastata tebhyasta pashupala pankaj drushyastabhyo pisaradhika preshthata vidyam tadiya sarasitam nashriyat kakutihi. When am I going to reside near Radha Kund? Beyond karmis, karmis are those whose consciousness is absorbed in just working. Work to live, live to work. Then slowly we get some devotion. That is also, we are now trying to walk in devotion. Just by wearing kanthi or tilak, one is not in that exalted state. Still, that karmi nature is not yet gone. Karmi bhya parito hare vyaktim yayur jnaninas. So beyond karmi is jnani. So jnani at least understands I am not the body, I am soul. So in this way, jnani is disinterested in materialistic activity. Then more than jnani is premai kanishthastata. Bhakti parama premai kanishthastata. So more than a jnani is a bhakta. But more than bhakta is palupa pashupala pankaja drushastabhyukti saradhika. More than the bhaktas, there are variety of bhaktas with variety of rasas. So the topmost is the pashupala pankaja drushas. Those who are tending the cows, the yadus, they are the highest or the topmost among the devotees. And in that also, Radharani is the topmost in all the rasas. There are so many rasas which is experienced. There are devotees with so many rasas. Even in Brajadham, among everything is Madhurya rasa. In that also, Radharani's rasa is the topmost. Radhika Preshtha Tadadiyam Tadiya Sarasi Tam Nashita Krutihi. And in the same way, equal to her, similarly, equal to her is her lake Tadiya Sarasi. That is her lake, her cry for Krishna. That is her lake, her love for Krishna. So that love is Radha Kund, which is not different from Radharani. Na ashrayet ka krutihi. So who will not love to reside near Radha Kund? For that also fortune is required. And then, the last verse which is spoken in Upadeshamrita. Krishnas yochai pranayavasati preyasibhyo piradha. Kundam jasya muniviribhatastadu eva vidhayi. Yat preshya aprasulabam api alam asulabam kim punarbhakti bhajam tat primedam sakritapi sara snatura vishkaroti. So Krishna's yochai pranayavasati. So Krishna is the object of love. And then who is he is the object of love for Srimati Radharani. And object of love for Krishna is the damsels of Vrindavan. That is the gopis. Preyasibhya. Preyasibhya. Among such object of love, Preyasibhya, the topmost is Radharani. And her kunda is glorified by all munis, great sages. They describe that the kunda is described by the most advanced devotees. And he said it is difficult to obtain even by exalted personalities. Asulabham. It's not so easy. Just buy a land near Radha Kunda, I'll stay there. Not possible. It's not so easy to stay in Vrindavan. Asulabham. Even great devotees, they are failures in getting Vrindavan Dham. What to speak? Brahmaji, today Brahmaji's prayers are there. Brahmaji says, let me become a dog in Vrindavan. Let me take the dust of the lotus feet of the Vrajavasis. It's not so easy to reside in Vrindavan. Bhakti Bhajam, the persons who are engaged continuously in devotional service, even for them it is very difficult to attain. Tat prema idam sakradapi saraha snatura vishkaroti. But the desire can come. Oh, let me also take bath in Radha Kund. Generally, people throng today to go to Radha Kund, take bath, Sham Kund, take bath. Sometimes many of the devotees have told me, Mataji, why don't you take yatra during Kartik? If we go to yatra, okay, 10, 15 of us, maybe 50 of us or 100 of us will be benefited. But here what yatra we are doing, every day we are going. and making so many people chant the holy name of Krishna. This Deepdan Mahotsav is drowning everyone in Krishna Prem. So it is a special mercy of Radharani that we are getting this fortune to do Deepdan everywhere. Satyabhama Mataji was telling to me in Dubai, there 8,000 Deepdan happens. Just imagine 8,000 places Deepdan happens. So in this endeavor, in 8,000, just imagine 8,000, even minimum 100 people come. How many people are benefited? 8 lakhs. But if I just want to take benefit, I'll go alone and take benefit. But this benefit should be extended to as many as possible. And that is real Radhakund and Shyamkund. Drowning in Radhakund and Shyamkund, Krishna Prema, Radharani's Prema. Making others also drown. Who doesn't want to go to Radhakund? Who doesn't want to reside in Govardhan? There is a Babaji who is a very, you can say, is my, he guides me, is a very wonderful person there. And he is contemporary with Srila Prabhupada also. He has seen Prabhupada, he used to be very friendly with Prabhupada, and he has a nice ashram. One day he called me. At that time, I don't know, I just picked up the phone and what consciousness I had, I don't know. I did not talk to him. I was actually singing Gopi Git. And I was not aware that the phone has been on. After the whole Gopi Git, he spoke. And I was shocked. I said, Ari Babaji, I forgot to take up your call, though the phone was on. Then he said, Jahan bhi ho beta, Radha Kund or Shyam Kund or Giri Govardhan ka smaran karte raho. That is why, as a sadhaka, what we should do, we should memorize these verses and chant these verses every day. Once His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj told in the class, I want a promise from all the devotees that they will chant these 11 verses of Nectar of Instruction every day. That we have to do. As a sadhaka, let us memorize the verses given by our acharyas and chant this every day when we are doing deity worship, when we are assembling the ingredients for deity worship. So when we are cooking for Krishna, these verses should be remembered. These verses should be chanted. Then what will happen? The food which is prepared for Krishna will have a special taste, because these verses are not spoken by ordinary people. These verses are spoken by Rupa Manjari herself. So chanting the verses. As a sadhaka, we just have to learn. We don't know anything beyond this. Let us learn. Let us study. And in this way, slowly, slowly, let us invoke the mercy of our acharyas. So here we'll stop. Any questions you can ask. Today our Nayana Manjari is also coming. Any questions?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Haripur.
Mataji, I just wanted to check up. You said that to go to Vrindavan, you need your acharya's permission.
Yeah. To stay there. To stay in Vrindavan. To stay in Vrindavan, you have to be under the guidance of a spiritual master. Staying is not so easy.
Okay. And so it applies to going also to Vrindavan?
Yes. Going also, we have to go along with the yatras only. Very strictly, Srila Prabhupada says that. Prabhupada, when he took the yatra, he did nectar of devotion there. He taught. Alone we cannot go. And alone if we have to go, then we have to reside in among the devotees and serve there. We cannot just go and visit the places, because their service attitude, sit and do service, like Sister Sundari Mataji, she goes, she stays with her mother-in-law, sister-in-law. Sister-in-law is a very exalted devotee who has been given by permission by His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj for 40 years. Every day she used to serve in Radha Ras Bihari. She lost her husband, and now the children are also grown up, and she's very aged. She has been given permission and she resides near the temple and serves in the temple. She took the permission and she has been given a special permission. So she goes once in 3 months, goes and visits her sister-in-law. She also goes and serves them. That mood is there, everything you can do. But the mood is like, okay, chalo, I have holiday, let me go. People go, no doubt. If you see from Delhi also, people come, lot of people come. But then what they do is they make Vrindavan as a sightseeing place. So that is why they cannot really relish the pastimes which happens in Vrindavan. Okay. Any other question?
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Dhanwad Mataji. Namaste all the devotees. Mataji, I am at ISKCON Seshadripuram. I thought if you all want to take darshan of Jagannath Baldev Subhadra.
Hey Jai, Hari Bol. You are in
ISKCON Seshadripuram.
Sheshadripuram. Oh, wonderful.
1 minute, Mataji. Srila Prabhupada.
Prabhupada ki jai. Namo Vishnupadaya, Krishna Vishnaaya, Bhakti
This is a temple because renovated, means the new temple which they
So nice.
inaugurated 1 year back actually.
Yeah, very nice.
This is a big,
See how the devotees are really serving very nicely.
yeah.
Very important.
So I'm going towards the deities, main deities. Mataji.
Yeah. Very nice. Beautiful. Jai Jagannath. Sheshadripuram.
Okay.
Jai
This is,
Jagannath.
I just zoom in, Mataji.
Oh, so sweet. Lakshmi Narsimha.
Lakshmi Narasimha.
Oh,
Mataji.
our also Lakshmi Narsimha are coming. But still that inspiration to have them here has not yet come. Because
Yeah, Mataji.
Lakshmi Narsimha requires a lot of service. Very beautiful.
And Radha Ghosh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Very
Radha
nice.
Shyam Sundar, they call it over here.
Mm,
Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra,
very
Dwarmika,
beautiful.
Govardhan, and Guru Parampara.
Very nice. Sheshadripuram. Generally in South, you'll find very nicely decoration. And so the devotees are also very sincere over there. South temples are very beautiful.
I'll go towards Radha Damodar, where they are offering Deepdan morning and evening. It's open to all the devotees, and
Beautiful.
offering of lamp is also available. They keep it ready over here, Mataji.
Acha, very
The lamps are
nice.
ready, and whoever comes is taking a deep, and then they are offering. Yeah. So
Very
I'll
nice.
offer a deep now
Yes, offer on behalf of all of
of
us.
everybody.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. You can end the class, Mataji.